Fiddle drums softly, a single sustained note like breath rising from the earth. Bodhran enters with slow, muffled pulse, heartbeat beneath moss. Wind chimes of dried seed pod shimmer in A minor. Beneath the bell cap wood where the moss remembers, a silver snail traces runes in the dawn. I gather the velvet gill, moon touched and tender, while thrush calls in the thorn-tide withdrawn. The dew on the web like stars faintly falling. The mycelium sings through the loam. Oh hush, now the root and the sleeping bully calling in the grove where the old ways roam. Bow the cap low, whisper the name, velvet veil and flame. Ancient words on the tongue like time, calling the spores from the moss and the slime. Oh, rise from the hyphae, rise from the mold, waking the dreams that the earth has told. In velvet gill, in lunular mark, the forest spells the coming dawn's lark. Fiddle soars in E minor, echoing through the trees. Bodhran quick and steady, earthbound 3-beat sway. Where cowslip bends by the standing stone shadow, and ivy struck cow beams glow low. I press finger to lip and say my true name, so the green blood knows whom it may show. A fox passes, red fur dusted with frost, nods once, then into the ferns he's gone. I hum a tune from the long ago lost, when the grove and the witch were one. Bow the cap low, whisper the name, velvet veil and flame. Ancient words on the tongue like time, calling the spores from the moss and the slime. Oh, rise from the hyphae, rise from the mold, waking the dreams that the earth has told. In velvet gill, in lunular mark, the forest spells the coming dawn's lark. No clock counts here by sun or storm, only the beetles pace the mushroom swollen form. I hang rowan cords on the doorpost low, let the wind decide when the spell shall grow. Fiddle fades to harmonic hum, then pauses. A single bodhran beat holds long silence, then a low whistle like a night jar. Now emerald caps pierce through lilies leaflet as ladybirds cross the bridge of a thorn. My basket grows heavy, my heart light lidded, and my hands smell of wild garlic reborn. The heart fire cracks in my mind's dreaming eye, a loaf turning gold in the clay-walled stone. The mushrooms I gathered will dry on a string for teas that recall what the roots have known. Oh, rise from the hyphae, rise from the mold, waking the dreams that the earth has told. In velvet gill, in lunular mark, the forest spells the coming dawn's lark. Fiddle returns slower now, each note trailing like smoke. Bodhran fades to breath like thump, then stillness. A female voice hums a wordless Gaelic lullaby, low and warm it provides. lies tender. Wind stirs dry caps, unseen creatures move in the bramble. The final note lingers, a single fiddle string slowly fading. Long silence, a crow calls, the grove rests. Fiddle drones softly, a single sustained note like breath rising from the earth. Bodhran enters with slow, muffled pulse, heartbeat beneath moss. Wind chimes of dried seed pod shimmer in A minor. Beneath the bell cap wood where the moss remembers, a silver snail traces runes in the dawn. I gather the velvet gill, moon touched and tender, while thrush calls in, the thorn-tide withdrawn. The dew on the web like stars, fishes, sauces, Fiddle drones softly, a single sustained note like breath rising from the earth. Bodhran enters with slow, muffled pulse, heartbeat beneath moss. Wind chimes of dried seed pod shimmer in A minor. Beneath the bell cap wood where the moss remembers, a silver snail traces runes in the dawn. I gather the velvet gill, moon touched and tender, while thrush calls in, the thorn-tide withdrawn. The dew on the web like stars, facial cubby to